Yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Big shout out to everyone. Big shout out to everyone watching in Jrod Point. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We're about to start the show. We have the Honorable Stickman Holding in the building tonight. Thank you for your patience. We know. I'm running late, but let's go. Let's go.
Andes con su man, vamos a misionar.
Come over here and let me know your name, boy. Your sexy smile got me checking for your seal. You caught my eyes and I'm seeing if you're single. Do you wanna get to know me?
Al
cielo, pero tampoco llegamos al piso. Y sin fantasear, vamos a la estratosfera, a lo espacial. Ponte el cinturón pa' que no te vayas jamás.
Yeah, I hear you.
We got that delay.
Let's see what we got.
You know, I hear that delay.
That's weird.
You know, I hear that delay.
Oh yeah, cause you're listening to me on YouTube, but you gotta listen to me on StreamYard. Oh yeah, cause you're listening to me on.
Oh, but
yeah, you gotta listen to me on StreamYard to be
okay.
Like. Yeah, but you got like you know what I'm saying. That's why you gotta have headphones, because if you use the YouTube, you're gonna run into a 30-second delay in YouTube. Yeah. You're gonna run into But if you use the StreamYard audio and you shut off your YouTube, you'll be able to hear on real time if you listen through like the StreamYard. But yeah, if you hear me through the YouTube, yeah, you won't be able to catch up to the conversation like until 30 seconds later. Big shout out to the 7 people watching. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it. Make sure that you vote on the poll, ping on top. We have the Honorable Stickman Holding in the building. It's very, very, very appreciated. Thank you for being here. Can you hear me better?
I can hear you. I just got a delay because I already know why.
But you're not using like the StreamYard audio?
I hit your link and went to StreamYard.
But yet you gotta hear me through StreamYard, not through YouTube. Because if you hear me through YouTube, you hear me with delay. You have to hear me through StreamYard.
So what I need to do?
Just shut up YouTube and shut up the volume of YouTube, and you should be able to hear me right now as we speak.
Let me see.
Yeah, you should be able to hear me, like, unless you have me mute. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way for you to have me muted. You know, it's no way. So you should be able to hear me right now. Can you hear me right now?
I hear you right now. I'm on live stream. I hit your link and it takes me to your stream and I go into the studio.
Right. And you should be able to hear me like on real time on the studio without the delay.
Oh, okay. I can hear you. Yeah.
My 1 check 1 2. Can you hear me on real time?
I hear you well.
Okay. But can you hear me on real time?
No.
So that means that you are listening to me through YouTube. You know what I mean?
But
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
okay,
if you hear me with the delay, that means that you are listening to the live
okay, well,
stream on
okay,
YouTube instead of listening to the StreamYard. Because if you shut up the YouTube sound, you should be able to listen to the StreamYard.
okay, but I hit that back room pass and it take me to StreamYard and it
Right, and you
just and
should
I
be able
get
to hear me. And you should be able to hear me right now.
I hear you, but it's a delay.
I get it. It's no fixing that shit. We need to get you. We need to we need to get you to I got you. I got you, bro. Don't worry, I got you. It's all good though. It's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see if we start the conversation about the Delphi murder case, because you got me into this case. Yeah, go ahead. There you go. Now you're in the interrogation room. Hey, so yeah, you got me into the Delphi case. Like you brought it up to me, like you wanted to know what I thought about it, and I had to be honest to you. Like I didn't, like I heard like long time ago. Like let's say like this, it was a case that when it was brought up to the community, it didn't ring no red flags. It was like when they were talking about this case was just like a regular killing, like a regular uh you know what I'm saying? Like they made it sound like, well, yeah, we found, two deceased and yada yada yada, no suspect yet. But they didn't mention nothing about in the way, in the manner that the bodies were found. They didn't talk about nothing that they've been talking about right now. Which is, we believe that what is being said right now, it was part of the reason why his defense quitted on him. Um, but I want you to, man, I want you to give me the meats and potatoes. We have here your video. We're gonna pay attention to one of your actually we're gonna pay attention to all your videos about this case, because I really want to get the meats and potatoes about the Delphi case through you. None better source than you, brother. And again, today this live stream is your live stream. Just give the people what's your insight on this case. And again, I'm just gonna piggyback out of a little bit that I know, a little bit that we have spoke about, and before the end of the live stream, I could give you like a preliminary of my take on this case, and I think that'll be good. But I really want you to make sure that you take over the live stream, and you give the people what they need for us at this case. Guys, we have Speakman Holding, the Honorable Speakman Holding in the building today. How you feel today, brother? How was your day today?
I got that drag. I'm trying to get in on my telephone because the drag it knocks me out. So just give me a second. I mean, because I don't understand why it's doing that.
I mean, the only thing that I could think of is like you listening to the YouTube stream instead of listening to the StreamYard. You know what I mean? Because it's like two things. Like for example, like if I click over here, hold on, let me show you real quick. If I click over here, I could listen to the YouTube live stream. And I'm listening to what I'm talking about, but delay. But then as soon as I shut it off and I mute it, big shout out to Joanne. Big shout out to Joanne. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it, Sissy. How you doing today? You at work? What's going down? Big shout out to Joanne. Joanne, you always welcome to hit the link if you want, and come on stage. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You could always, have a chit chat with us. You just gotta hit the link on top. Make sure that everyone vote on the poll today. That'll be great. So you wanna use this one or the other one? Because we got three right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
This is how we do it.
Let me close this. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now you multitasking. You're multitasking.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm still with you. I'm trying to get this situated. Can you hear me?
And you have the footage there.
Yeah, this is a lot better.
You could flip the camera if you want, like sideways.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my tripod.
Go ahead, bro. We got time. Hey, listen, we got live. This is what we do here. This is live.
I know.
We're giving the good shit.
Okay, that's all right.
Big shout out to everyone watching. It's the most. Jrod, big mouth. Yeah, now you're gonna be like the
I'm trying to.
I like your feeling, bro.
You said I'm gonna be like a half?
No, I'm saying I like your ceiling.
Oh, this house built back in 1950.
Bro, it looks dope.
Okay, thank you.
It looks super dope. I love it. There you go. Bang.
I think I'm gonna sell this MacBook for $30.
Listen, man, you send it this way. We're taking donations.
All right.
But then now you're gonna need like your headphones.
Okay, let me connect them. I got them. I just need to collect them.
There you go. It's a process, man. This is just live stream, bro. It takes some patience.
That's okay.
This is the meat and potato, right? It's the good shit.
I'm having a problem pairing my Bluetooth device. I don't think they done died on me.
If you can't do it, just turn my volume down a little bit. Okay. Just enough that you could hear me. If I could hear myself like ringing in my ear.
How about that?
My mic. A little bit less. Like if I could hear myself, you definitely could hear my mic. Yeah. As long as you could hear me, the laws that you put it. As long as you hear me, it's better. We'll get it all patched up. It take, what I'm saying? We nip it in the butt, reeve it under the water. I mean, water under the bridge. You are watching Jrod on Point. This is how it gets down. True crime. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. My. I can still hear myself. My.
I got the headphones connected. I'm good.
My.
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
He's gonna drive me crazy, bro. You know, whether you can lower it down.
What do you mean? Oh,
Like,
okay.
Because I hear my voice
Okay,
on your
just
speaker.
okay. I'm gonna get a. Let me. Oh, lower my phone.
No, I'm hearing myself through your speakers. Like what you're
Oh,
hearing,
I
I'm
got
hearing
you.
it.
I got you.
Yeah. If it's some way you can put it down a little bit. Oh.
Oh, I got you. I'm not even well, I shouldn't. I don't understand why that's happening. I got blue. I got you. I'm turning down. How about this?
My mic. Yeah, as long as you can hear me, it's all good. But I know you can't hear me on your headphones because I still hear myself on your speakers.
Oh, I know what the problem is. I got the desktop on. I think my Bluetooth connecting to that.
Oh, there you go. That's what it is, though.
So give me a second.
Yeah, you good. You got this. You see, that's a problem solver right there. Yeah.
Jrod.
I'm here.
Hello? I don't know what the deal is. I'm connected to my Bluetooth, but it keeps doing the speaker from my phone, and I don't get that.
Yeah, like if you connect on the Bluetooth, you're not supposed to hear me on your headphone. I mean, on your speakers if you're connected to the Bluetooth.
For some reason, it's not connecting, and everything is off. It's been connecting.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's show connected, but it's not.
Oh, you're good, bro. You're good. It's not that loud right now.
I can.
The only thing, like whenever we play the video, you're gonna have to like shut up the somehow you have to like mute your mic.
Okay.
So like that, like the people don't hear like the double echo.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That'll be good. All right. We're about to start with some good shit. Get this information out for the people to listen to. Yes, sir. Speak on holding. So this is your very first video on this case.
Okay.
We're gonna play for the people. Actually, I wanna play. It's a 7-minute video. I wanna play the whole thing, and I want you to just get right on top of it. You know what I mean? Make sure, guys, that y'all go and show some love to Speak Bond Holding Cash App. It's right there on the screen. Make sure that y'all go and show some love to Speak Bond Holding Cash App, legal asset 24/7. Make sure y'all show some love, and also make sure y'all subscribe to Jrod on Point. And we're taking all donations. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the donations. So thank you so much for everyone that has helped big time. It's very, very, Very appreciated. Make sure that please to click like and subscribe and share the content. The more you share the content, more people will listen to the message, and more people will get to be here with us and enjoying this experience. This is the Jrod Point experience. Thank you so much for everyone watching. It's very appreciated. I know we not probably won't have much people here today because it was like not planned. Well, we lost Big Bang Holding. He should be coming back soon. But again, it was it's very impromptu. We didn't have no plans until we heard the news of what's going on in the Delphi case. Again, for me, I wanted to get into this case because it caught my attention. Like this case really caught my attention, and it was more like in the latest I would like to say within 3 to 4 the past 3 to 4 months, it's been catching my attention, especially after Speak Van Holding brought it to my attention. That was something that really in a way he started explaining the intricacy of the case, and in a way that they got this guy Richard Allen, which again we're gonna play this video. You ready, brother? Let me know if you could hear me. Let me know whenever you're ready.
Hello? Jrod.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, we good, man. We good. So I'm gonna play the video for the people, and then you get with your opening speech.
Brett, Benjamin Diener, the judge who recused himself, as well as the prosecutor, Nicholas McClellan. When you two thugs, when you two scoundrels got together, when you conspired to keep the probable cause affidavit secret, as well as the charging instrument, for the sake of the viewers, the charging instrument is a sworn complaint by the prosecutor stating what crimes was committed. The defendant, Richard Allen, does not have to answer the charge unless it's presented in an indictment, unless he waive an indictment. I would advise no one to waive the indictment from a grand jury, because a lot of times the charges by the prosecutor are unfounded. Now, Benjamin Diener, when you and the prosecutor, Nicholas McClellan, conspired to conceal the probable cause affidavit as well as the charging instrument, both of you fools, both of you buffoons knew you was violating Richard Allen's Sixth Amendment right under the United States Constitution. Now, let's go back and look at the Sixth Amendment. It is a guarantee of a speedy trial, appointment of counsel, a public trial, a right of the notice of the charges against him. That's the Sixth Amendment guarantee. In the 14th Amendment is due process. So the process that was due to Richard Allen was the Sixth Amendment. By withholding a probable cause affidavit in the charging instrument, the judge showed that it favored the prosecution over justice and over Richard Allen's right to due process, as well as the right that he has under the Sixth Amendment. When they did this, when they arrested him, they initially tried to pull a Guantanamo Bay move.
Bro, I had to stop this, bro. You hitting them over the head right away. You are talking about stuff that I haven't even heard yet, bro. Like that's how deep you are in this case. You dig my drift? I cannot hear you, brother. You muted right now. There you go.
Could you repeat what you were saying?
Yes, I repeat myself, of course. You hit him over the head right away with this video, like right away in the first 30 seconds. Like I'm hearing stuff that I could tell that you are fully informed and aware from the very tippity top of what's going on. Because I'm hearing stuff that I have not heard before from other content creators. And that's very important to me. Because I have been paying attention to many content creators in this case. And they have not spoken about this topic right here. To pay respect to this information, I want to play it back. But please, can you elaborate a little bit in this video? Back. Can you elaborate on the background information you've given us? Like, can you please elaborate?
Okay, as far as them arresting him.
Yes, everything.
Okay,
with this video. Yes.
Okay, see when they arrested Richard Allen, the way that they arrested him was really illegal. It was criminal in nature, period. This is why they didn't have his arrest, a case number on the docket. They had nothing, because they already knew when they arrested him. By the time they start their investigation, you got to remember, for 5 years the case went straight cold. It still haven't been solved. So they get a lead and say, hey, look, this guy say he was there, this and that. And they found out that other people was there. Now, as you know, when they arrested him, nothing. Nobody knew. They didn't want society to know. So what they needed to do is establish, they was trying to get a confession out of it. So if he locked up, you don't know he arrested, he haven't been charged, he don't have a bond, none of this is according to law whatsoever. It's all criminal because it's outside what you're supposed to be doing. So when they acted outside the law, arrested Richard Allen, and then charged me, kept a secret document with nothing, they was violating outside the law. They was acting as criminals. So that's the perspective we need to approach this with, because they can't point to nothing in law that substantiated the procedure they used with Richard Allen. So it was outside the law. It was illegal because we have a set procedure for arresting and charging someone. This is what they call due process. So if you acting within the law, everything you do is presumed legal. But when you deviate from that, automatically you acting as a criminal. So when they arrested him,
go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Sorry.
When they arrested him, as they began to investigate after the 5 years, different leads, they realized one person could not control these two females. One person, such as Richard Allen, was not after these two females. There's something else involved. So after they start talking to him and talking,
they fighting already. You know, since the 9 times out of 10 in jail, people try to chill out.
yeah,
But in prison, when you already got your time, it's a go ahead for the head.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. It's by design that they sent him to prison because they already know that's the very place where they got ties from Delphi in prison. See, we got to look at it like this here. As we speak of October the 20th, 2023, we know that the warden allowed prison guards to run the Odin patches openly. And they claim that this is different from the white racist groups out there that's practicing it. Well, the problem is, why would the warden allow you to wear Odin patches, religious patches, when there clearly is a violation of church and state at this point?
Unless they part of it.
But what I believe is the warden allowed them to wear these Odin patches because it's not a religious group. It is a criminal group that operates to control the prisoners, to let the prisoners know we are all on one accord. We will all protect one another. That's what those patches indicate. It is to control, scare the prisoners.
Yeah, identify yourself with the entity.
Excuse me?
They just identify themselves with the entity.
Yeah. So there clearly is a connection to what Richard Allen lawyers are asserting. But as you know, they have withdrawn. But if you look closely at the motions to withdraw, there is nothing in there that is legitimate. So why are they withdrawing?
Before we get too far, let's keep it in the very beginning of what we heard on this video right here. Let's get back to it. Can you elaborate on the first judge, the first prosecutor quitting? Like, it's a tendency to quit this case. It's like after whatever was done, this was like never to be founded type of, like, I don't get it. If you're gonna you know what I'm saying, not you, but it's except for like the killers, because obviously it's not one killer. It's just not. It's just bottom line. Whoever has seen you know, anyway, whoever knows about this case a little bit just over the top, for fact, it could not be one killer. This is a group. This is a group gathering type of shit. If it's, you know, what the conversation would be saying, like, in a way, the manner that they found the bodies, and it's very cult like ceremony, sacrificial ceremony. It seems that it was a ceremony. It seems that it was a ritualistic ceremony. It was like when you gather for a mass in church. But this particular day, it was more than special for whoever is part of that. But before we go too far away, it seems that it was a group like type of killing. Big shout out to Larissa Slaughter. Thank you for being here, Cece. We're about to do a great pro victims of domestic violence. Big shout out to Larissa Slaughter. Please go and click like, subscribe to her channel. I don't know much about this case, but I'm interested. Thank you, Larissa. It'd be great. If you want, like, you can also you search either in the web or YouTube. You could search a little bit of the Delphi, Indiana. These two young miners. It seems for what I hear on the news stations. I heard it's 6 years old report that he mentions that both young ladies were 13 years old by the time of them passed away. I don't know why I heard like lately. I heard like one it was 14, but the other one is it was 13. But then I heard like in the very first reports they indicate that they both were 13 years old. And that caused my attention, red flag, because it's like if you're 13 years old, what you doing with your 18-year-old boyfriend?
Exactly.
That don't make no sense. Like what you see, people get like all hurt when we actually point the finger a little bit to the parents. But the problem that these people have is that they probably are not parents like us. I'm a parent. I'm allowed to point at parents in true crime because if it doesn't make sense, we need to talk about it. We need to talk about you. We need to talk about where's your position with what happened to your kid. You know what I mean? The same thing with listening, the same thing with the parents on the Idaho school, the same thing with the parents of Summerwell, the same thing with the parents of Monkey, the same with the parents of many other children that had lost their life in conditions that we look at the parents like, what the fuck you was doing? So I know people get bored and rough feathers and shit just because we talk about parents of the victims, but guess what? Deal with it. You know, like tough it up, buttercup. This is true crime. Listen. You're in the wrong place if you don't want to listen to people banging on parents, but the parents didn't do their job, and their kids got either missing or dead. If you can take the conversation, you're in the wrong place. I appreciate for people here, but obviously trigger warning. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about the parents a little bit, not too much, not too crazy, but we will mention the parenting within this case at some point. Let me see what we got here. Give me 1 second, brother. Let me take care of the chat room real quick. Let me show some love to Larissa's daughter, a beloved sister of this channel. Thank you so much, Larissa. I appreciate you for being here. You know, we got mad love and respect for you, sister. I look into it. Too young, supposedly. It was picture behind them, I believe. Yeah, it's a picture that they took while the alleged killer was coming their way over the bridge. But at the same time, it's a belief that when they took those pictures, they already met a group of people at the other side of the train track. So yes, they took that picture of whoever was coming from the train tracks, but we believe that they were already with a group of people when they did that. Due to that is the conversation of a narrative of when the sister dropped them there. They were supposed to meet family members at the other side of the bridge. It was mentioned that they were supposed to meet family members at the other side of the bridge. But then I don't know if at the moment they wanted to hide the fact that she was dating, that one of the young ladies dating an older guy, already over years old. I think 18. He was like 18 at the time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Speak by holding.
Could you repeat
Do you
that?
know the age of the guy?
Repeat that.
Do you know the age of the guy?
Of
The boyfriend of one of the victims?
no.
Because my understanding for the conversation that is being put out there, it says that he was like 18 years old. I look
Well,
at that
I
as
can't
a little
recall the
bit.
age concerning who she supposed to been dating.
Yeah, like they
Uh,
were dating, like she was dating like an older kid. Um, but that's my thing. Like they mentioned the sister would took them there to meet family members of the other side. Why that even got what was said shared to the book, and is that anywhere on the PCA? You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
listening.
Like these questions I think are very valid to get to an understanding of how these girls got there. You know what I mean? What was the reason?
Yeah,
What was the purpose of these young minors took the risk of going over a train track that if they fall off those train track, it's a wrap. It's like that's like a 50-50 foot drop. And it don't matter if they hit the water, will still be hurt. Like they be lucky if they come out of it. Like, if they don't hit like a rock or something and yo type of shit. You know what I mean? So that's first and foremost. I see a level of neglect that is very obvious within this conversation, and it's like you let like if the sister that she's older taking the young minors to a dangerous bridge for them to walk over it and meet alleged family members at the other side. That right there, and everything happened to these young ladies. That's suspicious. Because if you ask me, they needed to investigate family members and everybody around. Again, in every if I let's say, and I know it's not gonna happen, but let's say if I die today, they will investigate everyone around me immediate, like my immediate circle, inner circle. It gets investigated. Family members, friends, enemies, everything. So how come that it was said that it was family members waiting for them at the other side of the bridge, and that not got investigated? Like I have not heard nothing about all family members investigated, boyfriend being investigated, the father of the boyfriend being investigated. I didn't hear none of that shit. Like they had him as suspects, but all the interviews and shit like that, but not like a concrete investigation,
I haven't heard anything about that either.
right? That's it's like it's suspicious how you're not gonna investigate if that comment is out there, the narrative is out there that they make it look like, oh, this just to kind of like give the sister like a pass type of shit. Because it's like if your sister's gonna take you there and you're a minor, that means that your parents knew what was going on. Because for the sister to take you know what I'm saying, the older sister take the younger sister somewhere, it has to be some kind of permission from the parents. The
Yeah,
parents should know somehow what's going on.
yeah. The parents was should have been aware. I believe was aware of what was going on. They
Right.
taking
That's
your
what
kids and they going off by themselves. Yeah, a parent would inquire about that.
yeah, that's no doubt about it. Let me see what we got here from Sister Larissa. That's how it should be. Everyone is suspicious to me in case not to prove them otherwise. It could be the person really suspect. Yeah, these days, his family members killing family members. His mother killing kids. His dad's killing kids. His mom killing husband. Husband killing mom. So he's like, at these days, you're like criminal cases, stuff like that. You have to go through the inner circle first. That's the same thing that they skipped on the Idaho court case. That's the same thing that it seems that they skipped here in the Delphi case, and it seems that in the Kiely Rodni case they also skipped the inner circle.
Yeah,
So it's like what's going on with law enforcement, with DOJ? What is it? Like the only thing that I could think of is that the powers to be are committing crimes. Like people related to the powers to be, the people related to administrations of towns and cities are getting away with murder or trying to get away with murder, manipulating law enforcement and manipulating the whole system. That's what I could just see over the top. But my question to you is, in this video says that the very first judge quit it.
Yeah, I can't remember that judge's name right now, but what he did, he participated in the process with the prosecution of Delphi and as well as the police. They actually kidnapped Richard Allen because nothing they did was within the boundaries of the law. And then they tried to make him commit to this here to solve it because they knew that they have knowledge of the other suspects that may have participated with Richard Allen or just was participated by themselves. And Richard Allen may was a lookout, was just happened to be in the area. But the initial judge, the first judge in Delphi police as well as the prosecutor, they stumble on the fact that other people that's involved that they don't want to shake because they have some type of affinity with them. They may have some type of association with them.
Either family members or they part of the cult.
Excuse me?
They either family members or part of the cult. I think they
Yes,
will be.
yes.
I don't think that just because you're friends with someone.
No,
You know?
they are actually affiliated through either the court or some type of business organization or combination of both.
Okay, let me play this video back again, because again you also said in this video that the prosecutor quit it too.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
So I mean the first judge, the first prosecutor, anybody else for that?
Well, you got the prosecutor, the first judge. That judge stated that the public is screaming blood. They wasn't screaming blood. What it deals with is that the murders of those two young kids could involve some of those judges, some of those prosecutors, and police relatives or friends or business associates.
For example, if it gets found that this cult killed these young ladies, anyone related to this cult is partaken.
Well, it would all boil down to this here.
Because
it could be related to
let me clarify my statement. For example, they sacrificed these girls, right? And either if they didn't participate on the killing, they participated on the craft of the cover.
Okay, then if that is alleged, they would have to prove what individuals participated in the cover-up
and their connection with it, if any.
Yeah, and that was going to be quite hard to do because, like I said, when when Delphi police, as well as the initial judge and the prosecutor police, acted in the way that they acted, if you really got the man, this your guy, why would you violate the law and try to force him to plead guilty to something if you actually got it?
I have a question for you. So you said that Richard Allen got kidnapped.
Exactly.
What they had for arrest warrant?
Nothing. Speculation. That's not probable cause. Your statements, your assertions without a factual basis is not probable cause. Anybody can narrate a story and say, based on the belief, based on what this person told me, I believe. That requires you to believe that person's story. There needs to be independent corroborating evidence to indicate such a conclusion.
So that means they came up with the idea. Let's say this guy won the lottery. They put 20 people in a basket. They shook the basket real good, and they stuck the hand in there, and they pull out the Richard Allen. and okay, this is the guy we're gonna get. We're just gonna say we believe something, gonna raid his house, we're gonna arrest him, we're gonna raid his house, we're gonna just find anything within that house that we could link him to this case, make an ad ref, plan whatever, say whatever, and at the end of the day, we have full control of what's going on.
That's
Like, so
exactly what they're doing.
any supervision, like if it's any supervision within this case, like if it's anyone overseeing the overall, if it's Department of Justice within Indiana or whatnot, but if it's anyone's overseeing township operation, they part of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anything you see with this case, nothing that the defense lawyers withdrawing from the case makes sense. They don't want to really reveal it, and anything that they put in the record saying why they withdrawing can't be relied upon.
And Larissa said it real quick here. She said that's another issue I've been having with this case, the lack of facts and evidence. Then she said everything seems to be hearsay these days. I totally agree with you though. Like for example, if you have the power, like for example, if you have the decision making power within a locality, right? And something bad happened in that locality, but you know you're the person that have the legal power to move the streets, to move people like puppets and make things happen, right? And let's say this was a situation that was not supposed to. But you see, here's the problem that I got. If this was a situation was never supposed to be found, like how arrogant can you be that you're gonna do it, not just do it, you're gonna have the leftovers there so they get found. So you make the sacrifice. You also wanted them to be found. So you wanted the name of your organization on the map. Make the ritual. You didn't clean up after yourself. Because here's the problem that I have. They wanted this to come out. So if you wanted this to come out, how the fuck you gonna cover it up? It makes no fucking sense. So that you either want to flex your muscle with the township, like for example, the township, the people that live in that township knows who the fuck did it. But due to that they know who did it, they have that power in that locality that it scares people. And when this happens, even though they know who did it, they're not gonna bring it to the table. Because they know that same shit will happen to them. Because like the township looked at it like, damn, they really had the balls to do this. So this is their proof. This is their proof that they will get there, even with us. So that's the fear factor in this case. Like you made the mess. You didn't clean up after yourself, and you left the mess right there. So, what you wanted to prove? You wanted to prove that you could sacrifice those young ladies to get away with it? How the fuck?
Well, we already know it's been substantiated in the prison industry. So that's odd in itself. So if evidently this came from Richard Allen to his defense attorneys during visitation, even weeks ago, months ago, probably. So it's been substantiated. So we have to ask ourselves, do they really got the right guy under these set of facts that they're giving us? Or does it indicate he is a participant? I want to know what you think about that.
You see, my opinion, for him to got chosen, That means that it was some kind of connection with the killers. It had to be for them to take the risk to actually pick this guy. This guy, he has to be like a lower level troop, like a lower level soldier, like a lower level participant, but not within the soul. You feel me? Like he's like those wannabe, but don't make the mark. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So 9 times out of 10, people like him, they would use him as lookout. They're gonna use him to as enforcement and having as crash dummies, like to do something for them, and you know what I'm saying, like. But it's stupid shit because I don't think that something like this they will involve these guys. Like I really do not believe Rich and Allen had anything to do within the ritual, within the mass, the gathering. Like I believe that if in any, he was like a lookout. Like he was like at the street line where the cemetery is. Because remember, it's the street, the cemetery, and then down the hill is the area where everything was. Like you don't
I
see that area from the street. Like you could have 100 people gathering there and no one would know.
I agree with that. I do believe he was a lookout, that he had something to do with it, but he was just a lookout. I don't think he was expecting the killings to occur.
Because you see, the thing that he tells me he was a lookout is where he parked the car.
And yeah, he said he was up there with a stock ticker. He don't have any stock.
That's what I'm saying. And then the route that he said that he took to walk around, that's a lookout route.
In the fact that he knew the killings occurred, they were looking for somebody over there. He actually really kind of came in, but I don't know what he was telling them.
So technically, they forcing him to take the rap, and he don't want to say who did it because he know either or he get killed.
Yes.
So the reason why he hasn't getting killed is because he hasn't snitched.
Yeah. But
Because again, for example, if they kill him right now, there's gonna be an investigation about that, or that will be brushed under the rug too. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he killed himself. He couldn't take the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could put any drug in his system and shit, and then you say like, oh, he overdosed, he has some he got into some illegal medication while he was locked up and stuff like that, and he killed himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but the only reason why I believe that they haven't killed him yet is because they are putting pressure on him right now to take the rap. Because right now all the heat is on him and no one else. So first judge quit, first prosecutor quit, and the trilogy came full circle when his defense quit. That's that's the mighty trinity.
And the most important thing,
Judge, prosecutor, defense. When they did that, that was a checkmate. I believe they try to force that one guy that he was on their defense team.
uh-huh.
They try to force that guy to do something, and he didn't want to do it, and that's why he got killed. Why? Because after he got killed, well, they say it was you know, they made it sound like he didn't like something about like he killed himself or something like that.
Yeah, they basically saying, I didn't hear you.
What was that? What they said about that guy? What was that? The kill, or I mean, overdose or he took himself out?
They saying he took himself out.
Nah, so okay, so that just tells me that they made it look like he took himself out. That means they will try to force him to do something that he didn't want to do. Let's say, for example, someone wanted the pictures to get exposed, or the crime scene stuff to get exposed, to get the defense out the way. They try to force this guy to do it. He didn't want to do it. He ended up dead, and the crime scene pictures got leaked after he died. So that means that they got him out the way. Whatever they wanted to get done, they did, and they forced the defense to step down because it was a leak due to. So they don't want to call again. They don't want to call this death as a murder, because then now they have that investigation is gonna go and lead up all the way to the killers or whoever killed these girls and their cover-up team.
Well, we already know that they're not really putting the truth out there, because if you look at this case, in any other case, it start off with a flurry of activity, and then it slow down. Everybody want to keep things secret, the prosecution and the defense. So it's a problem on both sides.